hold out a second. Let some people join.
Hi, friends. Okay. Let us know if you have questions. Hey, Leslie, can you hear us okay? Yeah, Leslie popped on.
I don't know people's names yet. Instagram names.
Just type in the comments if
I'll
you
go
can
on
hear.
real quick just so I can.
We just want to make sure everybody can hear before we start getting on. Hi, guys. I'm going to start waving at you.
I can hear on
if
here.
You joined. Okay, yes. Leslie says yes. All right, welcome, friends. If we look a little rough around the edges tonight, we literally just got back from a little mini vacation in Michigan, and we drove 5 hours, but then had to pick up our dog, so I had another hour to that with a 3-year-old and a 5-year-old. This has been a long day.
Let's give a couple minutes.
But thank you guys for joining. We're so excited. And please let us know if you have questions. Please type them in the comments. Doug's gonna monitor them as we go through this, so that as I'm talking about the oils tonight, if you have questions, then you can type those in, and then he'll make sure that I see those and answer those at the end. And you can always direct message me too. So if you have something specific that you want to chat about, then I'm happy to answer those as well. So yeah, so how was our vacation? Do we feel rested? Do we look rested?
Just got back, went to Michigan, had some time at the lake, had a nice cottage that we stayed in.
You seem very mellow, so either you're very tired.
Well, I just put the boys to bed, and I was in a dark room for an hour. I'm trying to
wake up,
come back
to life.
Just give it a minute or two since we just went live.
Yeah, if you guys haven't been to Michigan, we were up at Lake Michigan near Saugatuck, and it was such a cute town. It looked like it was homework-esque.
All right, well, we can start.
Yeah.
Welcome to episode 3 of Natural Motive Mondays. We're glad you're here. We try to keep you out of the bars. I'm guessing that's what this does, right? No?
On a Monday night.
On a Monday night at 9:30.
If you have kids, that could be very much true.
So on our last episode, Courtney was going over a study that she had found about oils that have antiviral properties, and she went into a lot of in-depth information about that study. And so we had a lot of questions after that episode on, that was great information, but now how do I use these oils? So tonight, Courtney is going to talk about the oils from that study, and I think even more, and then how to use those oils properly. There's many different ways that you can use the oils. So Courtney will talk about that tonight, and then we'll kind of give you some information on how to get those oils for yourself. So I'm going to get out of the picture so Courtney can be in the spotlight, and I will monitor the comments. Let me know if you have any questions as Courtney talks. We'll see you later.
All right. Thank you. I'm going to turn this around a little bit. It's not in my eyes. Okay, so yeah, as Doug mentioned, if you haven't watched the last episode, go back into my IGTV little icon there, and the episode will be saved. So it's episode 2. So in that episode, I talked specifically about, I literally just read through 3 different scientific research papers that have been published that mention their findings when it comes to specific essential oils and working with, and what they look like and how they interact with COVID, right? So I'll preface again, I'm not diagnosing, I'm not giving any information, to help treat anything specific. What I'm giving you is just the information that has scientifically been published, and then using my essential oil certification and knowledge with oils, and giving you the tools. So what we're hoping to do with this is to help you feel empowered tonight. So not only am I going to go over very specifically how to use these oils, like Doug mentioned, I got a plethora of questions, and they all were pretty much the same. Am I using these topically? Am I taking these internally? How do I use these oils? Which is such a valid question. And I was so appreciative for everyone that asked that. So let me clarify too, in these studies, right? So the studies can go back into that last episode, but the studies themselves are not looking at a human trial. So what they're doing is they're taking The viral cells, they're looking at them in vitro, which means pretty much in a petri dish. So you're looking at them in vitro under a microscope, and they're looking at how they interact with potential human cells and with the essential oils. And so what they found, and if you look back at a couple posts, I had the green background, and it had some of the quotes from that study, where they found, or what they found, was that essential oils that contain high amounts of specific chemical constituents, so limonene, citronellol, and geraniol. And so they looked at, in the one study, specifically geranium and lemon. Now, I found that really exciting because they saw that they were naturally antiviral properties, which those of us that have been studying and using oils in our homes, we know that to be true, but it's really great to have the science to back us up, right? Because a lot of people think that these things are just smell good, but these plants are really powerful. Our bodies know what to do with plants, with essential oils. We ingest them, they are natural to us, and so we don't have the side effects from them. Now, when I'm talking about oils, if you're new to essential oils, I'm only going to be talking and recommending doTERRA oils. There are a lot of oils out on the market, and it can be very confusing. And I know a lot of people say, well, you sell oils that you're making money from it, so of course you say yours are the best. And I understand that, but what I will tell you is doTERRA is setting the stage and the bar for essential oil companies, all other companies. There's not anyone else that can compare as far as their purity and their potency. And so when we're talking about properties like antiviral and immune supportive, we want those chemical constituents to be pure and to be potent, which means they're sourcing directly where these plants grow and thrive, so that those properties can be really potent. And we want to make sure that they're pure. There are a lot of adulterated oils out on the market because no one regulates essential oils. There's no regulations on oils, so it's kind of a free-for-all. They don't have to tell you if they are adulterated in any way. They're only required to have about 5% oil, and the rest can be whatever they want. They can put other oils in there, they can filter it or dilute it. So I'm only going to talk about doTERRA. So what I'm going to say specifically tonight and teach you so that you feel equipped and feel empowered is exactly how to use these protocols and specific oils that contain the high amounts of the limonene, geraniol, and the citronellol. So I kind of came up with a little bit of a combination, and I'm going to go over those with you. So if you want to take notes, great. This will be saved, so you can reference this again. So save this post, save this once it's posted, this video. Share it, please, with people that need to know this information. And then, always feel free to ask me questions. Okay, so I'm going to get into this tonight. And then at the end, I will tell you exactly how to just quickly get these oils in your hands so it's not difficult and you can get them in a few days. Okay, so the first blend I'm going to talk about is doTERRA Stronger Blend. Now, I chose this specific blend. This is a topical application. So I'm just going to talk to you as if everyone is new to oils, in case there are those that are not familiar with oils. So doTERRA Stronger Blend was actually created as part of our kids line. So you see that little kid there, friendly there? This is our protective blend for children. But I love this blend for adults. The reason I'm picking this one as one oil to use on a daily basis for immune protection is because it contains rose oil. Now, if you look back at that post, rose has a high amount of geraniol. So rose actually has a little bit more geraniol than geranium. So I know in the study it mentioned geranium, but in my oil brain, I thought, well, I know that geranium has geraniol in it, but I think rose has more. So I looked it up in our chemistry book, and it does. So rose is really going to be an awesome oil for protection. So it's going to have that same geraniol constituent, and it also has citronellol, but in high amounts. So it's going to be really protective. The other oils in this blend are Litsea, which is another kind of a citrus oil, which contains limonene. So it's another one of the chemical constituents in that study. Contains limonene, frankincense, and cedarwood. So those are the oils that are in this. Now, this is already created for application topically. So you can use this on your children amazingly well. It's with children in mind, so it's all ready to go for your kids, because a lot of people are asking me questions about that. But then also for adults, you absolutely can use this topically. So here's how you use it topically. It's already diluted with some fractionated coconut oil. So as an adult, the way you would apply it, to be honest, it doesn't really matter where you get it on your skin, because your skin is your largest organ. So it's going to absorb the molecules of essential oils are very tiny, so they get absorbed pretty quickly into your bloodstream. But here's how I do it. I'm just going to roll it on. You have to do nothing, which is nice. Just roll it on the back of your neck. You can rub it in, just kind of rub it around. But then I also like to really kind of focus in on the lymphatic system. So what I tend to do, and I don't know, I haven't really, looked up scientific research, but I just intuitively kind of feel like the lymphatic system here is one of your main protective agents, right? So if you have something viral offense coming at you, it's going to go through your eyes, ears, nose, mouth, in those microbiomes areas. So this is kind of your first line of defense. So I tend to like to put it here. I do this for children. Great place to put it. Again, if they're older children, you can easily put on the back of their necks. Great other place to do is up their spine. So you literally would just, if this is the back of their spine, you would just roll it up their spine, rub it in. That's a great way to do it. The other thing for kids too is putting on the bottoms of their feet. So if this is their feet, you're just going to rub it on the bottoms of their feet. It kind of tickles. So sometimes I'll put it on my fingers and then rub it on the bottoms of their feet. And so what this does is for little ones is it's harder for them to get on the oil in their eyes so they don't get it, or on their fingers so they don't get it in their eye. But putting it on the bottoms of their feet is great. It gets absorbed really quickly because there's larger pores there, and so they get into the system really fast. But again, it doesn't really matter. As long as you're getting it on your skin, that's great. So I'm trying to keep this cost effective for you guys as much as possible. The reason I chose the stronger, because of the rose in there. We have a rose touch version, but we also have a rose that comes in a 5 milliliter bottle, but it's pretty expensive. And that's because it takes a lot of plant matter to create rose. So I think it was, Doug and I looked up the statistic. I think it was over 200,000 petals, right? Was it petals? It was over 200-some thousand petals of a rose petal to create just one small bottle of rose essential oil. Because the oils come from different parts of the plant. They can come from roots, they can come from saps, they can come from leaves, and so it just kind of depends. And the other thing that's really amazing about rose oil is that they have to distill it, which means they have to get that oil separated from the plant matter the same day that they pick those rose petals. So this is a very precarious and very time-sensitive process with rose. So that's why the cost is higher. So I'm trying to keep the cost down for you guys so that you're still getting the benefits of the rose oil, but you're saving. Because this is only $14 if you have a wholesale account. So that's why I'm recommending the stronger blend. You're getting rose in there, you're getting the high amounts of geraniol and the citronellol. Okay, so that's one topical use. Okay, now when it comes to, so next I'm going to talk about internal use, and then I'm going to show you how to make a roller bottle with the other oils that I'm recommending. So essentially you would have, as a daily regimen, you would have internal use, and then you would have 2 roller bottles that you can be using every single day, one of which is going to be that stronger blend, okay? So next let's talk about internal use. So I brought my water here. Now with limonene, which is the chemical constituent in that study that talked about having positive effects against COVID, and again, not a human study, in vitro, are a lot of the citrus oils. So it talked specifically about lemon, which has high amounts of limonene. I think it's about 50% of limonene, but there's other citrus oils that actually contain higher amounts of limonene. So in my mind, if we already know scientifically that that's antiviral, they're looking at that limonene, let's look at oils that contain higher amounts of that chemical constituent. So those would be grapefruit, which I believe I have in that post. Grapefruit, tangerine, those 2 alone, grapefruit and tangerine, have about between 80 to 90 to 97% limonene in them. So that's way more than the 50% of lemon. Now lemon is great and you can continue to use that, but what I'm recommending is actually grapefruit. So what I'm going to say and recommend is using grapefruit in your water. You're going to be drinking this every day. It makes your water taste fantastic. The reason I'm showing this in a glass is because when you're taking Doterra's oils internally, which grapefruit is safe to take internally, I'll give you a hint or a little fun fact. If the bottle has a supplement facts on it, so see how it says supplement facts, just like with food, then that means it's safe for internal use. If it does not have that supplement facts label on it, then it's not made for internal use. So this one here, the stronger blend, this is made for external use, for application of topical application. It doesn't have that label on it. So just FYI. So here's what you're gonna do. You wanna make sure you're using your oils in either a glass container, glass cup, glass jar, or stainless steel. You can use ceramic, but stainless steel is pretty easy to find as well. And this is probably about like 8 ounces of water. So all you're gonna do is just drop, here's my grapefruit, I'm just gonna put 1 to 2 drops, they come out pretty quickly, of the oil in your water. Now obviously oils float on the top of water. As we know, oil and water don't mix. So it's best if you actually put a little bit of water in, put your oils in, and then fill the rest up with water, and that just kind of mixes it up. Or you can shake it if you have a cow, right? So that's all you're gonna do, and then you're gonna drink that throughout the day. So that simple. You can do that more than once. So drink your 8 ounces, do another one. Or if you have a larger ceramic, water bottle, fill that up, drink that throughout the day. You can switch it up if you want. So, you can combine grapefruit with tangerine. You can do tangerine on its own. I mean, the citrus oils are fantastic to take internally and be drinking them and adding them into your water. So that's what I'm recommending for internal use. So we've got the stronger blend for topical use. We can use that on our children, use that on ourselves. As adults, we can use the citrus oils like grapefruit is what I'm recommending tonight, or tangerine, or lemon, or a combination of those. But grapefruit has got the largest amount of that limonene in it, which is what we really want. Okay, now next I'm going to show you how to make a roller bottle with the rest of the oils that I'm recommending. So if you've never made your own roller bottle, I know it can sound intimidating, but it's really simple. And it's really easy to do. And this roller bottle you will be able to use on your children as well. So you could use this for yourself and for your kids. So the oils that I'm going to talk about for this roller bottle, and I'll actually do it in front of you to show you, we are going to include the geranium. So this was mentioned in the study for having high amounts of geraniol, just like rose. So we're already getting rose in the stronger blend. We're going to use geranium. We're going to add our On Guard. So this is Doterra's protective blend. And so this oil, the reason I'm recommending this one is because it contains several beautiful oils that are already known and have already been studied and shown to help support our immune systems on their own. So this one contains wild orange, which again has limonene in it, so you're getting another dose of limonene. It has wild orange, clove, cinnamon, rosemary, eucalyptus. So this is such an awesome oil. We use this every single day. Now I'm going to include all of these oils tonight. I'm going to put them in, I have them in one link in my link tree. Everything's going to be in a nice shopping cart ready for you to go. What I want to say too is we're going to use this, and I'm going to show you how to use this in a roller bottle, but that's not what that's the only thing you can use this for. Because you're buying the 15 milliliter bottle, you can use these to diffuse. If you have a diffuser at home, this is fantastic to diffuse. You can also take this internally, so you could add this to your water. So this is, On Guard is amazing to have if you're starting to feel like you're catching something, or if you just want to have that protection. This again, you can take internally. It has that supplement facts label, so it's safe to take internally, which would mean you could do the same thing. You could either just add a drop into your water and drink it that way. That's a great way to do it. Add in some warm water with a little bit of tea. You can drink it that way. Or diffusing it. So you can diffuse this throughout your home, throughout the day, in your kids' room at night. So you can clean with this. You can make DIY cleaners. There's so many things you can do with these oils. So these aren't just a one thing that you're using them for. You're getting the benefits of using them for so many other things. You're getting so much value out of these oils on top of what I'm just going to show you tonight. But for tonight's purpose, we're going to talk about the roller. So we're going to have geranium, On Guard. We are going to add in our copaiba here. Now, copaiba is not mentioned in either of these studies, but this oil is one of my favorites. I use this oil every single day. I actually keep it by in my bathroom on my sink. I take this internally. We're going to use this in the roller bottle blend for immune support, but you can also take this internally. Again, has a supplement facts label, so it means it's safe for internal use. I literally will just put a drop of this under my tongue every single day after I brush my teeth. It's just a habit I do. Brush my teeth, do a drop under my tongue. It helps support your central nervous system, helps decrease anxiety in your body, and it helps your immune system. So it's really amazing. Also antiviral. So here's just a way to show you. So I'll just put 1 drop under my tongue. Now this is kind of an earthy taste, so if you're not used to it, it may be like, it doesn't taste that fantastic, but I actually really love it. So it's very clean. It can also be used for your skin. So again, we're talking about immune support, but there's so many other endless uses of these oils that you're gonna get, that they're pretty much amazing. I use this in your oil or your facial cleanser. It's fantastic to clean your skin. You can put it on a drop on your toothpaste to help with your oral cavity and oral health. But we're also going to add this into the roller bottle blend. So we've got our On Guard, we've got our Geranium, we've got our Copaiba. So what I'm going to show you is how to make the roller bottle. Now, if you want, you can absolutely add the grapefruit to your roller bottle as well. Okay, now we'll do that. So I'm going to add this in here. What I will preface it with, though, is any citrus oils tend to be can cause some photosensitivity, which just means a little sensitive to the skin when you're out in the sun. So you just don't want to apply this and go directly out into the sun if you're adding the citrus oils to it. If you're not, it's okay. All right, so I'm going to show you how to make this roller bottle. And then after this, I'll tell you exactly how to get these oils. So you'll have literally, it's like a kit. You're going to have everything that we've talked about in one place. It's not confusing, and I'll show you some of the benefits of everything else. So here's your empty roller bottle, which again will be in the kit link. You're just going to add about 10 to 15 drops of each oil into this 10 milliliter bottle, and then we're going to fill the rest with fractionated coconut oil. So I'm going to show you how to do this in case you're new. So hopefully you can see it if it's going to focus. So we're just going to add about 10 drops. And you're just going to hold it off to the side just like I did. So that was Geranium. We're going to add our On Guard. Okay, so there's our On Guard. We're going to add our Copaiba. Is this exciting, guys? It's like watching paint dry. And then I'm going to go ahead and add grapefruit, but I'm not going to do quite as many, so I'll probably just do 5. Okay, so here you can see there's the oil level right here. Now the rest we're going to fill with coconut oil. Okay, before I do that, some oils that you can also add, I wanted to mention, they're not going to be in the link. So the link that's going to be in the link tree, it'll be a shopping cart link. So it'll have all these oils that we've talked about, plus roller bottles, plus fractionated coconut oil. So you literally have everything you need. The ones that I don't have in there, again, to keep it cost effective for you guys, but I still wanted to mention them. If you wanted to add them to that cart, you can. One would be Siberian Fir, and this is one that I would add to this roller bottle blend. And the other one would be Melissa. Melissa's a little expensive. Again, it's like rose, takes a lot of plant matter. So I didn't want to add those in because they're a little expensive because of the way they have to be distilled. But I wanted to mention them because they're really powerful. So you can start with this kit tonight, and if you feel like you need additional support, these would be 2 oils that I would add in. They're both antiviral. Melissa is one of my favorites. I take it internally almost every single day, especially when I'm feeling under a threat. Siberian Fir is a beautiful oil as well. It actually helps kind of deactivate viral I wrote down a note. It helps support the immunity, but it also helps deactivate and get rid of viral waste, which is really important in your system to make sure your immune system is working properly, is to get rid of that viral waste. Because viruses are live. They give off waste, and so you want to make sure your body's getting rid of that. So those are 2 I would add to this roller bottle blend. Okay, so now I'm going to show you how to add your coconut oil. Okay, so this is just fractionated coconut oil, and you're going to get this in the link. And so these come out in drops, but if you just squeeze it like that, then it's going to come out. Okay? So you're going to add that, just to save time, I'm not going to do it, but you'll add the fractionated coconut oil all the way to about the top there, and then that's it. You're good to go. Then you take your little your lid. Now you can just kind of push some of it down. It's going to leave about that gap. You can push this under a hard surface to push it all the way in, or there's these little keys here that you can use to then place on the top. And that's it. You're just going to shake it up. You can kind of let the oil sit upside down for a little bit to get some on the ball there. And then you're going to use this topically. So then what you're going to do with this is the same thing that we do with the stronger blend. So you can literally apply your stronger blend every day, let that sit for a little bit, and then next grab your other immunity roller blend that we just made and do the same thing. You're going to roll it on the back of your neck, around your lymphatic system. If you have kids, roll it on the bottom of their feet, rub it in, up their spine. This is every single day. Now, if you're starting to feel like you're under the weather, then you would do these blends every day, but you would do them more often. So whether this be like once or twice a day, just for a protective, like daily protection, what I would do then if you're under a threat is to do it every hour to 40 minutes, 40 minutes to an hour, applying it over and over again to really help support your system. Okay, I hope that's helpful. So again, these are oils I picked specifically based off of the research that I shared. I kept these extremely cost effective, and I wanted it to be super simple for you guys, so you felt like you knew exactly what you needed and knew exactly how to use these oils every single day to protect yourself and your family and your loved ones, and make you feel like you have some tools, you have something to go to, you have these things that you can use. So everything that we looked at tonight is in a shopping cart link. So if you, after this video, if you go to my Instagram profile, the bio page, click on that link. Up on the link tree at the very top, I believe I put immunity oil bundle purchase here. You click on that, and what that's going to do is just take you to a shopping cart. And so that shopping cart is going to show you everything that's itemized in there, and it's all the oils we talked about. You're going to get the On Guard, the Stronger Blend, the Copaiba, which actually is on sale right now, just until the end of September. So that's a special. That's only going to be this month. So you get 15% off of that already. Geranium, grapefruit, the roller bottles, empty roller bottles, are fractionated coconut oil. And then you're also going to get our wholesale membership, which just means it's like Costco. You go in, you get your membership. It just gives you the opportunity to purchase things at their discounted rate. Doterra is the same exact way. So there's no minimum, maximum that you have to purchase. It gives you everything 25% off. So that means you're getting all of these oils at our 25% off, and it's all in that cart. So there's nothing that you need to add. With that, you will also get this really amazing living magazine. So you'll get this, come with your oils. There's so many amazing tools in here and resources. There's recipes. It just talks about, oil education. This talks about how to use oils with your pets. It's a really beautiful magazine. So that will come with it. You will also get a 101 consultation with me. So this is a wellness consult. So you and I just have a conversation, talk about your health goals, have any questions that you may have. With all of those, my new members, and I also give a little gift bag. So I give you a little goodie bag with tons of samples in there. You also are going to get this oil guide that I love. It's amazing. You literally can look up either an oil and it tells you how to use it, what it's great for, or you can look up a condition. So say you have acne, you look up the condition, it shows you oils to recommend for that. So that's an amazing oil guide. So you'll get that. You'll get access to our online, we have an education portal, which just has videos, education videos on how to use your oils for skincare, for hormones, gut health, all those things. It's just a portal that you'll get access to all of those. That's just for our team, my team. And then you'll get also access to all of the resources that I offer. So lots of free ebooks that I give away, how to use your oils, 100 uses to use your oils, diffuser blends, all those things. So I hope that's helpful. I don't know if there's any questions. If you have any questions right now, please let me know. I would love to answer your questions before I hop off. But again, I hope you felt, I just wanted to clarify because I was getting so many DMs and questions. How do I use these? How do I use it? Do I use it topically? Do I use it internally? So I wanted to make it very simple. So we've got 2 topical uses, and we've got the internal use. But then, like I said, once you purchase these oils, you're going to have so many uses on top of just the roller bottle. You're going to use these for so many things. Geranium is amazing for your hair. It helps your hair with shine. It's great, fantastic to diffuse. So all those things you're going to have the benefits of these amazing oils, not just the immune support. That's the amazing part of it, is like you can't get that with anything else, right? Only with the power of nature that you can get all these amazing supports for your system and your body. So I hope that was helpful. Go to the link in my bio, in my link tree, that first one. Let me know if you have questions. I don't think I see any. Did I miss any? Nope. Okay. I'll just stay on here for a couple more minutes if anyone else wants to hop in and ask anything. I'm happy to do so. It doesn't have to be specific to this, to what we're talking about right now. But I really just wanted you guys to feel like it was simple. A lot of times this can feel really overwhelming and you don't know where to start. I get that question all the time, like, or people say, there's so much to know about oils, I don't know where to start. So I thought this is an amazing way to start. You will get an amazing collection of oils in this immunity bundle that I kind of came up with that I could tell you endless amounts of uses for the oils that you're going to be getting. So it's going to protect you and give you that immune protection that you're looking for. We're using science to back this up. This isn't just me picking random oils. We're using this to be very specific and very calculated, especially during this time. And this is something you can easily make these roller bottles for your family, right? You're going to get a pack of, I think, 6 roller bottles. You can make these and make these for your family and give them out to the people that you love to help protect them as well. So I really appreciate your time. Thank you guys for joining so much on this evening, even though we're a little tired, and I probably should have put some lipstick on or something so I don't look so tired. But this was really important. We really wanted to come on tonight, even with bags under eyes and traveling all day, because I know that this is really important. There's a lot of things going on right now, and I think I'll end with not something to be fearful, but I think taking our health in our own hands and having the tools at home and starting at home now to take care of our health and be proactive is going to be more important than ever. Things are getting kind of crazy out there, and it's really helpful to feel empowered and have these things right at your fingertips. You know, our little one, before we left to go on vacation, of course, literally the night before we're supposed to leave the next morning, he ends up having a low-grade fever, probably a stomach bug, and not to say that I don't, mom has panic moments, and every mom does, but I have the oils. I know exactly what to do. I know to use peppermint on him as soon as he starts to get a fever. I put it on his feet, put it on his back, put it on his neck to start to soothe him. Diffuse lavender to help him sleep throughout the night. We have, oils to put on his tummy to help soothe his tummy. He didn't get sick a second time. So it's like, and then putting the immune blend on his feet every hour or so. And having those tools just makes you feel so empowered as a mother to not feel like you're in the dark and you don't have anything to help your babies, to help them feel better. So it's really empowering, and I want to share that with as many people as possible, because we need more of that today, of feeling of hope and empowerment and feeling like we can do these things on our own. Not that we don't need help sometimes, but that we can start here, and we can start with products that are completely natural. And these oils, they're just amazing. I've had so many my own personal experiences with them that I can't help but share them, and hope that you guys can use these in your own homes to start sharing with your own families and your own loved ones and see the difference that they make in their lives. So love you guys. Thank you so much for hopping in. Doug's sitting over there. Do you have anything to add, Doug? He's shaking his head no. I think he's ready to go to bed. All right. Message me if you have questions. Link in the bio if you want to purchase everything we talked about tonight all in one kit. Save you a ton of money and a ton of frustration, so you know exactly what to get, and it'll come to your house in just a couple days, and you can start using these as soon as possible. So, all right, friends, hope this was helpful. We will see you next Monday, same time, 9:30. If you have things you want specifically to, for us to talk about, if you have topics that you're really interested in learning more, it doesn't have to just be about oils, anything natural health related, please let us know, because we'd love to have your input and what's helpful for you guys to learn about, instead of us just always kind of guessing, would be great. So we're always up for input for that too. So, all right, friends, thanks so much. We'll talk soon.